Welcome to the Explainer. If you're prepping for university admissions, you know exactly how daunting that entrance interview can feel, right? It's honestly like staring down a giant puzzle. But what if you literally had the exact cheat sheet the faculty uses? Well, that's what we're looking at today. We are breaking down a fascinating document, the official University of Debrecen Entrance Interview Preparation Guideline. We're going to use this as our ultimate blueprint to transform what is normally a super intimidating process into a perfectly logical step-by-step strategy. So, if you're feeling nervous, take a deep breath. We are going to walk through this roadmap together. We'll be demystifying the interview by conquering 5 specific categories: your academic personal story, program and career alignment, geography and destination choice, academic readiness, and finally, interview communication and execution. Let's just dive right in. All right, starting us off is Section 1, your academic personal story. This is all about laying the foundation of who you are as a scholar. Boom! Right out of the gate, the document puts you in the hot seat with the heavy, fundamental question: what is your academic background? But listen, they absolutely do not just want a boring, simple list of schools you've attended. No way! The faculty explicitly expects you to highlight key achievements, specific courses, and unique experiences that are entirely relevant to your chosen program. You basically need to curate your history to show them exactly why you belong in their classrooms. The guideline then asks whether you're currently a student or employed, and here's the trick: it expects you to build a narrative bridge. Whether you are currently studying, working a job, or finishing up a degree, your job in this interview is to connect those past and present experiences directly to your decision to apply for higher education right now. It's all about showing a completely logical progression in your life. Once you've established who you are, the faculty wants to know the deep why behind your application, bringing us to Section 2, Program and Career Alignment. Now we hit another core question from the text. Why have you chosen this specific program? The guideline makes it crystal clear that generic answers simply will not cut it here. The faculty needs to see absolute proof that you've conducted actual research and due diligence on their specific program. You have to show them that you didn't just throw a dart at a map, right? You need to prove you know exactly what you're signing up for. So what does that due diligence actually look like in practice? Well, according to the document, you must be prepared to confidently describe the actual course contents. You need to pinpoint the specific courses or areas of study that genuinely excite you. And most importantly, you've got to connect those academic details directly to your future career goals. The faculty essentially wants to know, how does sitting in our specific lectures align with your ultimate career objectives? After proving you know the program inside and out, we move to something highly specific to studying abroad in Section 3, geography and destination choice. They're going to ask, why did you choose this particular country and university? And really, they are looking for intentionality. Relocating to a new country is a massive life event. The university needs to know that your destination choice is deliberate, well-researched, and that you actually understand the environment you're walking into. To pull this off, the guideline expects you to basically have a mental geographical checklist memorized. Because, let's be real, getting lost on a map is not a great look for a prospective international student. It's not enough to just know the city of Debrecen and the country of Hungary. You even need to know the borders, specifically Hungary's neighboring countries. And beyond just trivia, you have to prove how this geographical significance is relevant to your studies or professional growth. You have to prove that being in this specific part of the world adds tangible value to your education. All right, shifting gears from your motivations to pure academic scrutiny, we arrive at Section 4, Academic Readiness and Exams. If you had to take an entrance exam to apply, consider yourself warned. The guideline clearly states you must be fully prepared to discuss how you solved or even just attempted a particular question from that exam. This means the faculty isn't just looking at your final score on a piece of paper. They want to hear you verbally defend your problem-solving process in real time. They literally want to see how your brain works under pressure. But hey, what if you didn't have an entrance exam? The document offers an explicit reminder here. Even if you bypass the exam, you are still expected to refresh your knowledge from your previous courses that relate to the program. The faculty is going to test your baseline academic knowledge regardless of your admission track, so dusting off and reviewing those old textbooks is an absolute must. And now we reach the final crucial step. Section 5, Interview Communication and Execution. You've done the research, you've reviewed the coursework, and now it all comes down to the performance. Let's see how this translates into actionable, chronological steps directly from the source. Step 1 happens before you even log on. Practice speaking in English to really improve your fluency and confidence. Step 2 requires immense focus during the actual interview. You have to listen carefully to the questions being asked. And Step 3 is all about delivery. The document specifically warns against rambling, so you have to resist the urge to nervously fill the silence and focus entirely on providing clear, sharp, direct answers. To wrap up this explainer, we absolutely have to look at this explicit warning provided at the very end of the source text. It says, this document is not a syllabus. The faculty may ask questions outside of this guideline. So while they've given you a massive advantage by sharing these common questions, they fully retain the right to throw you a curveball. So I leave you with this final thought to ponder as you prepare. You now have the ultimate blueprint for the expected, but how will you handle the unexpected?